Hey buddy, welcome back to the channel and to World of Warships. I am sorry I have the man cold from hell right now. That's why I sound a bit different, a bit muffled. So, I thought I'd showcase a ship that I haven't showcased on my channel in a while. And that's the Tier 9 Japanese torpedo boat, the Yugumo. And if you have followed my channel for a while, you probably know that this is one of my absolute favorite ships in the game. Because this ship is pretty much the essence of that stealthy ninja torpedo destroyer killer. And I always run my Yugumo with the torpedo reload acceleration instead of the smokescreen, because I think that is just the most viable build that you can have on this ship, since this is the original torpedo destroyer pretty much. As you can see, I have pretty good stealth towards the enemy destroyers. And I'm not gonna lie, this is pretty much the perfect conditions for this ship, this matchmaking. We don't have any carriers in this game, and we don't have any radar cruisers. The only thing I pretty much have to worry about is the Z-46. That, of course, being a German destroyer, is equipped with that excellent German hydroacoustic search. But other than that, I should have pretty much free reign on the enemy team. So I'm starting out pushing into the A-cap, and I am not sure what this Mayhem player is thinking about, or how he thinks he will be able to survive this encounter. He's pushing really aggressive since he's spotted, and pretty much half my team are able to shoot at him. I mean, risking that amount of health just to be able to try and get inside the cap isn't really worth it. Especially when he has so little support. You can see the only ship he has is the New Orleans, and he's already heading away. And it wasn't really that hard for me to kill him off with my torps, since he played in such a predictable way. As you can see, I angle in stern into the cap, because I don't really know if the Mayhem was able to launch his torps. So you should always try and angle butt in, so to speak, in a cap when you're contesting a cap as a destroyer captain. You should never ever sit still, broadside on, because, well, that was pretty much what the Mayhem was doing, and you saw what happened to him. So always when you are inside a cap and you are being contested by an enemy destroyer, you should always try and angle your ship stern in to the cap, so you're ready to bail if someone spots you or a radar cruiser pops up. And also presenting a lean as possible target towards the enemy torpedoes. Now I was looking at these turpits, and I predicted that he will try to turn as soon as the island comes around, so I just launched one set in the predictive path of where he will pretty much go. And also trying to set some fires on him as well, because these guns on these Japanese torpedo boats aren't a joke. I mean, I know many players just scoffs at them, but they are actually quite potent, especially at setting fires on battleships. So if you have the right conditions where you can shoot a couple of salvos towards an enemy battleship without taking too much damage, you should always take that chance in a Japanese torpedo boat. And as you can see, my torpedoes were pretty spot on target, so I killed off the enemy Scharnhorst as well, securing me my second kill of the game. Now I'm trying to predict where this another enemy Scharnhorst will go. He has been engaged by our Gneise now, who is right now leaving the B-cap. I can tell by my radio positioning finding or radio location, I don't really remember what they call it nowadays, that the Scharnhorst is actually the closest target to me. As you can see, I once again angle stern in, and also trying to keep myself moving as much as possible if there are any incoming torps from maybe the Neptune or the enemy Z-46. I'm not really sure where that guy is right now. It was last spotted north of the sea cap, but that was quite a while ago. Now you can see my radio location changes position, so now I know the Z-46 is pushing me. And, well, there he is. And I have quite a good stealth advantage, as you can see. I can spot him several hundred meters before he spots me. So I'm targeting him for my team and calling target on him, so they should try and focus him as much as possible. Now, I will tell you two pretty major things that this guy did wrong in the Z-46. And this is pretty important for any one of you grinding the German destroyer line right now. And the first one being, he doesn't have last stand on his captain, as you can see by the fire and smoke coming out of his smokestacks, which means that his engine is completely broken and he doesn't have any control over his ship. So his ship will soon glide straight out of his own smoke screen and get detected once again, because he can't slow down and stop in his smoke. His torps was pretty easy to predict, so I just slowed down to dodge them. And as you can see, I launched my first spread of torps if he has his repair up and he managed to repair his engine, but I'm pretty sure he doesn't. And my second spread was if he would slide out of his smoke, which he's doing right now, and then those torps will get him instead. So I just turned back inside the cap to be able to detect him when he was sliding out of his smoke, and my second spread of torps finished the job. Now, of course, the second fatal error that this guy was doing was he has one of the best Hydra acoustic search in the game. I think it's second best after the Z-52. It may be third best after the Lojang, I'm not really sure. But he has really great Hydra acoustic search. And he chose to push a cap where he knows there's an enemy destroyer lurking without having his hydroacoustic search ready to go, because he didn't activate it at any time during this whole conflict or fight. And if he had, he would probably be able to perma-spot me while gliding in his smoke. He would probably be able to kill me off with his great German guns. and I would be dead and wasn't be able to spot him when he was gliding out of his smoke. So if he just had played that more correctly, he would probably have survived the engagement with me and would probably have killed me off and been able to cap the B cap, or at least torp and kill the friendly Gneisenau that is behind me. But two fatal errors made sure that he died instead of me, and now I have pretty free reign on the enemy team. Now see this really low health enemy York. Unfortunately my shells will be 1 second too slow. So the friendly Leon manages to secure that kill instead. Of course, it would have been great to be able to take that kill, because that would mean my 5th kill, and of course my Kraken Unleashed. But this game isn't over yet. But just to sum it up, 2 fatal errors. You should always make sure you have your hydroacoustic search off cooldown when you're pushing a enemy cap, especially when you know there's an enemy destroyer in that cap. And you should always, regardless of which destroyer you are playing, you should always equip the Last Stand captain skill as your number 2 captain skill. So now I'm just screening for my fleet, trying to keep the enemy ship spotted and trying to get some nice angles to be able to use my torps. I taunt the enemy team a little bit in chat because I want them to try and make a move, because right now they are playing so passive. Now this is actually a replay bug. I had this Musashi targeted, so this isn't a blind fire like it looks like. And this is also one of the reasons why I really love this ship, the Yugumo. Be able to use your Torpreload booster and just to stack torp spreads on enemy battleships. So I made sure that one of my first spread will hit the target, and then I aim one of my second spreads a bit behind the prediction line, because I know that enemy battleships in 9 times out of 10 always slow down after getting struck by torpedoes. So I know that he would eat some of my other torpedoes as well, securing me my 5th kill and my Kraken Unleashed, finally. So if you guys are destroyer mains and you haven't gone up this line yet, I can really recommend the Imperial Japanese Navy torp boat line. As also, of course, the gunboat line. Both lines are really excellent. Even though Shimakase has been power crept for a while, it's still a pretty potent ship, as you can see by my many replays on my channel. I had one game in the Shimakase where I got so many medals and so much damage in the first, I think, 7 minutes or something. I pretty much devastated half the enemy team in the first half of the game, also earning me a Kraken Unleashed. I will see if I can link that game in the end. But as you can see, this game is quickly coming to an end. This was a bit of an old replay I found on my computer, So unfortunately I don't have all 4 post-battle screen results. I only have the first one, but I think you can tell by that this was a pretty decent game. And this is a tier 9 silver ship, but it has a devastating power. As you can see also in my playlist on my channel featuring the Yugumo. So as you can see, almost 500,000 credits in a tier 9 silver ship, over 5,000 experience, 2 devastating strikes, First Blood, Kraken Unleashed, 150k damage, and 10 torp hits, 2 caps, and 5 kills. So I hope you guys enjoyed this game. Please leave a like and a comment below, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more amazing World of Warship gameplays. Until next time guys, have a good one. Bye bye.